There weren't very many context clues for me to go on in the beginning either. But no, you are not the asshole here. You have to understand why they feel the way that they feel. Not that the way they feel is right. It's not. But it's easy to see how they can get there. They are so jealous of not being able to do what you're doing. And you not sacrificing your time to take care of their kids so they can do what you were doing. And a lot of people will take their kids on vacation where they know other people, specifically child-free people like grandparents or that kind of, who aren't child-free, but young child-free. They will just assume that the plan is for them to shove their kids off to the childless people and they go have a party great time. That's what they thought was going to happen. And instead of having a conversation with you and being like, hey, do you think that maybe you guys could watch our kids tonight and the parents could go do something just to have one break from the kids? And you probably would have been like, oh, hell yeah, sure, cool, do your thing. And then this wouldn't have been an issue at all. None of this would have been an issue. If they had asked that one time and you had stayed in to watch their kids one night happily, none of this would be an issue at all. But instead, they decided to cowardly keep it to themselves, bicker between each other, and a week after the vacation is over, be like, we've been stewing about this for a long time. We've had several meetings. And here is where we are at. We are reducing contact with you because you had fun on vacation and we weren't able to. And we think that's your fault. Bye. I'm sorry. If the kind of friendship that we have is the kind of friendship where you blame me for everything that doesn't go right for you, there's a lot of risk in being your friend. Unless you live a perfect life. According to you, that's not very friendly. Candy Thunder here, which means those friends were just talking shit upon shit upon shit about this woman behind her back. And the whole you're drinking again thing was just, I want to drink, but I can't because I've got these little humans that I have to take care of. Boo you. Number one, I mean, neither Candy Thunder and I drink, so we're not like against it. We just don't. I didn't even drink at the Chiefs game. Drank water, a lot of water. I did. I had some chocolate. But like, you can have fun on vacation with your kids without drinking. Number one, I'm sure the presence of it and having to see it hurt for them. Okay, let's talk about that too, right? So they wanted to do this thing so bad and they couldn't because they had their kids. And normally if they were on a vacation, that wouldn't be a big deal because they wouldn't be seeing it all the time and thinking about it. But you were having a great time and social drinking, the thing they wanted to do, and they had to see it because it was right in front of their face. That's why they got so salty about it. Like, thanks for reminding us that we can't do fun things. Bitch. None of this is your fault. Here's the edit. Edit! Thank you, Reddit, for your kind words and support. Reading through the responses and seeing how many of you are upset on my behalf has made me reflect on how I initially planned to handle things. I was going to apologize, thinking it might be the easiest way to keep the peace, but now I realize that might not be the right approach after all. I also have shown my husband, Jake, timeout, thank you. One of the things I meant to say was, show this conversation to your husband and tell him what's going on. Like, there's no reason to fight this yourself. I also showed my husband, Jake, this post and the text message. He told me to thank you for looking out for me. He's actually pretty angry on my behalf about the text message. I showed him some of the comments that gave me insight on how my friends may have been feeling, which has given us both a lot to think about. He asked me what I wanted to do next and if I wanted him to answer my friends for me. While I appreciated the offer, I told him I'm still thinking it over. He reassured me that he's here for me no matter what, and if I decide I do want him to step in, he'd be ready to say something on my behalf. For now, I'm going to sleep on it and take some time before I respond or don't respond to the text message. If I do, I'll post an update. Again, thank you all for helping me see things a little bit more clearly. I feel less alone now. Okay, top comments here and some more feedback down below, but let's just take a time out to applaud Redditors for giving this woman some validation and being like, yeah, no, you're not crazy. That's bullshit. So let's dive into comments here too. Hubby, green flag for you, brother. Thank you so much for being ready to ride at dawn for your lady here, and recognizing when it's actual bullshit. And Candy Thunder and I were having this conversation earlier. I think when you have somebody that's really in your corner, that partner is also able to call you on your bullshit, so that when something like this happens, you know, it's not somebody that just agrees with me every time. Like, this is bullshit, and they're ready to ride at dawn. Thank you. The Druish guy. Thanks for the love, man. Appreciate that. All right, let's dive into top comments here. Top comment, NTA. They're just jealous and expect you to lighten their childcare load. Just because they have kids doesn't mean if you go on holiday with them, you must stay and look after the children just because you're a woman. Oh, God. Did they just assume that's what's going to happen? Like you were supposed to jump in and volunteer without them asking? They need to tell this bull to their husbands as well, because there sure is a double standard there. Partying? They must be joking. You go on holiday to enjoy things, food, beverage, and experiences. Really good point by this commenter. Their husbands. Their husbands went out and partied. Their husbands went out and partied. So it's your fault? Okay. Honestly, they're jealous because they feel they can't have a drink before dinner because of kids and responsibilities. And because of this, it makes them resent you for doing it. They're just expecting you to be grown up like them, even though that's a completely unrealistic expectation. They probably can't even admit it to themselves. They need a reality check, but they probably won't hear it from you. I'd say my piece as to why I disagree with what they've said, and then just back right off the friendship. If they're good friends, they will try to make amends. If not, you're probably no longer compatible, which sucks, but you might be better off. OP, you are absolutely right. I was planning on apologizing, but I'm actually pretty hurt by what they said. I'm probably not going to do that now. Comment, good. They literally expected more from you than their husbands when it came to childcare. They're mad at you for doing what their husbands did. The difference is that you don't have kids and their husbands do. So if anybody should have held back on drinking, it was their husbands. Their husbands should have shared the load, not you. Wholly internalized misogyny. Them not even having a problem with your husband going out, and also the "you're not a girl's girl" comment was you went out and partied with the boys. Like, we are a united front. We are mothers. Stick with this together. But you're not a mom. You don't have to do those jobs. Again, if they had been upfront and clear in their communication and been like, hey, what would you think about this? Would you be willing to do this? You probably would have been like, hell yeah. At the very least, even if you weren't willing to do it, you would have understood the context of what they were feeling. Instead, they said nothing, waited, and then cowardly sent you a text message to bitch slap you for having a good time because they felt like they couldn't. Shame on them. Shame on them for, number one, feeling like they couldn't have a good time. If you have to have booze and partying away from your kids to have fun, there's a problem. Everybody needs a break. Don't get me wrong. Everybody needs to let loose. Everybody needs a break. But it's on us as parents to plan that break. It's on us to ask other people and coordinate that break. It's not on other people to jump in and volunteer to lighten our load so we can go have a good time. I'm sorry, the world doesn't give a shit. It doesn't work like that. You have to take the effort to do it. You have to. You have thoughts on this, Candy Thunder? Here she is, ladies and gents.
I got told that I had internalized misogyny because I said that I don't like the games that women play. And this is the game that I'm talking about. Not speaking up when there's a problem, taking out your frustration that should be directed at your husband onto another friend. Like, your husband is the one you chose to have a kid with. Not this woman, not your friend. Your husband is the one that is there to help you parent. And so the girl's girl thing, like, it pisses me the off. I'm a person's person. Like, I'm be a good person and I'm your friend for life. Treat me like shit and we're done. And it took me so long to get there and to understand like all of this bullshit. But I will not engage with this. If somebody had sent me this message, those people would no longer be in my life. And I would tell them why they are no longer allowed to be a part of my life. Don't shame me because I chose not to have kids and you did. You made that choice with your husband to bring children into this world. That is your job. Like, buck up and do your job, or ask your husband to let you go out with your friend and do that. Like, but you do not get to blame somebody who chose not to have kids because you chose to have kids. And the girl's girl thing just makes me mad because it's like, no, we're all people. We want to be equal people. So like, let's be equal, decent human beings and not shitty people who blame other people for their problems. That's all I have to say.
Candy Thunder.
Oh yeah, and there you go. She bought massages for them. Like, what else do you want from this friend? Do you want her to be your nanny? Like, come on. Like, she bought you a couple's massage so that you could have time, and I assume watched your kids during this time. Like, what? But that's not enough. take that text message, put it in a group chat, and call out her husbands.